Hello, my name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel. I am the work wife, and today's video is going to be about toxic coworkers, bosses, people in general at the workplace, or even outside the workplace, who just want to see the world burn, to quote one of my favorite movies. But before I jump into that, I am a workplace and a mindset coach with nearly 20 years of corporate experience, having navigated through and out of some seriously toxic work environments with some toxic people. And if you're in that situation right now, and you're not prepared to leave your job, you don't want to leave your job, you actually like your job, but you're dealing with some toxic people, I can definitely help you. So please email me at theworkwifellc@gmail.com or send me a message on Instagram or TikTok at the_work_wife. I will have that in the description below. And give this video a like right now and subscribe. I'd appreciate it because you are helping my channel grow and get my message out to more people whom I could help. So, so what if you're dealing with people, toxic people, who just want to see the world burn and you with it? And what I mean by that is oftentimes we want to come up with reasons. You know, we're somewhat obsessed, and look, we have minds, and the mind is a problem solver, right? So we often look for the why, right? Why is this person behaving this way? Why is this person in a bad mood today? Why are they behaving this way towards me? Why, right? And often we internalize that why. If we come up with a reason that seems logical, we then internalize it. And we've created a story in our mind as to the why, and usually we come up wanting. We come up with the ones who somehow didn't do something right, we're not enough, etc., right? That happens more often than the other way. Well, screw this person, right? Screw them, because they're in a position as a boss or a coworker or someone you have to deal with daily. It's not easy to dismiss them. This is not someone that you deal with once in a blue moon, and if they act like an asshole, you can be like, well, I don't plan on seeing this person or working with this person ever again, so bye. No, this is someone whom you have to at least superficially maintain a some sort of civil, at least you try to have a civil working relationship with. So, dealing with an unrelentingly toxic person and what to do about that. To back up a little bit, the reason why this came to mind is you've got to start with the word framing, or reframing came to mind today because I said something kind of, I was being humorous about it. I was thinking about kind of quickly this scenario. Someone wanted me to make an investment in something, and I said, sure, that sounded like a great idea, or whatever, not to get into details too much. But I had to jump through all these hoops to do it. I changed my mind. I didn't want to go through the hoops, the person stopped following up with me on the investment. And today I remembered that, and I said, oh, they gave up on me. And I kind of laughed about it. And then I stopped myself and I said, wait a minute. No, they didn't give up on me. I changed my mind. I decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to go ahead with this investment. I'm going to stick with my original plan, what I wanted to do in the first place, and I'm going to be fine with it. I made peace with it. But why would I say they gave up on me? It seems kind of innocent enough, but no, that is indicative, clearly, of how I see myself, whether it comes to, finances or investments of time or whatever it is. Somehow I have a self-image of being lacking somehow. They gave up on me. I am somehow the lesser in this scenario, rather than being empowered and say, no, I changed my mind. So if they ever do come back to me, I'm going to say, no, you know what? I'm not going in that direction. That's empowering. That's self-empowering, rather than, oh, they gave up on me. I guess, I just wasn't worth their time. See the difference? That's reframing. That's reframing and literally looking at the scenario and saying, no, it's not that, it's this. And ideally, when you do that, you are working that frame more into focus to make you feel better, not feel worse. But a lot of times our automatic frame is, I suck. So when it comes to people like unrelentingly toxic people, what I'm about to say is a phrase that I have hated my entire life for a reason. Because, well, I'll just tell you the phrase. Don't take it personally. And I hate it. I hate even that I'm saying it. Because even in my 20s and my 30s and somewhat in my 40s, someone telling me not to take something personally, I was like, fuck that. Because they're talking to me, right? They're not talking to somebody else. They're talking to me. They're being dismissive of me. They are being disrespectful to me. So how am I not supposed to take something personally when they're saying it to me? They're not talking in generalities. They're talking about me to me. Here's the deal, though, that just hit me today, especially when you're dealing with people of this type. It's not about you. Hear me out. It's not about you. They are toxic to everyone. So even though they may be talking to you about you in a negative way, or in a aggressive, mean-spirited way, and they may be adding details about you that make it seem personal, you could literally step aside and put a cardboard cutout of yourself right there, and they're still going to keep on talking the same way. That's what I mean. It's not personal. You do not take responsibility. When we talk about why are they doing this to me? Why are they saying this to me? You personalize it and then you internalize it. Or even if you don't internalize it, even though if you don't necessarily go into why am I not good enough, or why am I not good enough for this person, this boss, this coworker, this whoever, you are taking that information and feeling the blow of it. You're reacting in a defensive manner. You get defensive, you react. Not taking them personally or even seriously is the key here, because they are going to be poisonous to everyone. They're like a snake. Does the snake really see an ankle, your ankle or someone else's ankle, and go, nah, I'm not going to bite that one. I'm going to bite the one over there. No, they're going to bite every ankle that happens to come across their way. They're not differentiating. So here, this is my humor. So it might surprise you. It's energy. See them as energy. Don't see them as a person. See them almost as a foul smell. And you can take with that however you want to interpret that. Because quite frankly, if you smell something foul, you don't take it personally, do you? You walk through that cloud and you go, damn, what happened there? And sometimes you're held hostage to it. You go into that conference room where 9 people were before you and you're like, damn, what happened in here? But you got to have your meeting in there so you can't leave. That's how it is dealing with a toxic person like that in your face. You can't necessarily walk away unless they're being abusive. That's a whole nother story. But if they're jammering on in your face, and you have to stand there because let's say your boss and he or she is telling you something and being toxic while they're doing it, you're like, yes, okay, yeah, understood, yeah. And internally, you're literally holding your breath, in a sense, maybe literally too, holding your breath, waiting for it to be over. Oh, I just got to get through this cloud and I'll be fine. I just got to withstand this poisonous, toxic smell for a little bit and I'll be okay. When you go through that, you don't say to yourself, why is this happening? No. You barely react. You just go, ooh. Because you don't take it personally, do you? You don't say, oh, this cloud was meant for me. No, you don't. You just like, this cloud is just here. It's here for anyone. And that's how you have to look at people like that. It's bad mojo, bad energy, poison, bad smell, whatever, however you want to make it. It's just, you're going through a bad cloud. You're just withstanding literally a toxic sulfuric acid cloud in that moment, because it's momentary. That's also where you adopt your presence that I've talked about in other videos. A sense of presence, like this is just a moment, this is just a moment, the moment's going to pass, the moment's going to pass. You're not trying to extrapolate to the future, this is going to happen tomorrow, next week. Oh, I can't deal with this job. This is going to happen to me every day, blah, 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 blah. This person hates me. No. You're not trying to project into the future. You're just dealing with this moment right now. And see, that's the thing with toxic clouds. Some days it smells really bad and some days it's not so bad. And you just go, oh, okay, well. And that's how you not take people personally. Of course they're talking to you. Of course they're saying nasty things to you or mean things. Stop trying to look for the why and rationalize it in your brain, either to make it, well, it's just a bad day, it's a bad month, they're in a bad relationship, they have a bad home. No, none of that matters. It really doesn't. I mean, you can have empathy for that situation if you know about it. But if you're making up stories to try to justify their behavior towards you, stop. Just stop now. See the situation for what it is, and then act accordingly to know that it has nothing to do with you. You are not responsible for them. They are choosing to behave this way. And that's why I started with the type of toxic person who wants to see the world burn. This is not someone who's just, well, who's just having a bad day or a bad month, or they are going through something, and that, you understand that and you have sympathy or empathy for that. No. This person from jump was a dick. And you know it, and everyone else knows it, and everyone else is just as, has a target on their back like anyone else. But that's how you deal with the situation, is that you do not take it personally, because you see them not as a person. Because interestingly, once you see them as a person, your mind wants to add all these elements. Your mind almost hardens them and saying, well, they're immovable, they're unfixable. This is my life. This is what I'm going to have to deal with. But if you see them as energy, the energy flitted into my life and it just flitted right out. They came in and they said their piece and they walked away. It's over. I can go back to work. That's how you have to see it. Or one technique to see it. So I hope this helped. I started out this video talking about, reframing, and then I'm talking about toxic people. But the point is that you have to find a way to deal with these people. You have to find a way. If someone is intent on causing you harm or just being mean for the sake of being mean, you do not deserve treatment like that. But if you're in a situation where you don't want to leave and you have to deal with this person daily, you must find a way to reframe the situation so that you're not miserable. And one of the key techniques in doing so is it doesn't even hit you. It doesn't even get in you. You're just looking at it like a bad smell, and you're like, this too shall pass. I'll walk away from this in a few minutes, maybe an hour or two, and it'll be gone. Because frankly, with a bad smell, you're not going to run around to your coworkers and say, guess what smell I smelled in the conference? You're not even going to bother. So you're not even going to give it more fuel or energy by talking about it with your coworkers. You're just going to let it go. So I hope this helped. Feel free to send me a message. And if you have a situation you're dealing like that, right now, leave a comment below. I'd love to discuss it. And until next time, stay cool, stay centered, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.